moving to Senegal. So if you're thinking of moving to Senegal, and you're confused, you don't know how much things are, you don't even know where to start from because there are not a lot of information online, well, this video might just be the right one for you. So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It is your baby girl Agbata. We are in the building, and today I have a requested video. Yes, because I get DMs asking me cost of different things here. So I'm going to be telling you guys the costs basically of living here as a single person, and then you're going to do the math and convert it to, if you're a family person, you have family, you're going to convert it, you're going to multiply it, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to tell you the cost of living here as a single person. Now, before we get into this video, do me a favor. If you're my supporter, if you like me, leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me where you are watching me from. If you want to support me in full. Don't be somebody that's just watching the video and not liking us or commenting. No, support me in full. All right, let's freaking before we get into this video, I have someone who has been asking me, how can an architect get a job here? I have no idea, and the person has been asking me like, so yeah, if you have an idea, he's an architect from Algeria and would like to move to Senegal. So if you have any idea how he can find a job, a good paying job here, let us know in the comment section, or just send me a DM on Instagram, or send me an email and I will respond. I respond like quickly because I'm always with my phone. Yeah, so let's get into the video. The first thing we're going to be talking about today is accommodation, the cost of living temporarily or for a long time. So first thing, I'm going to start from the least to as high as I can go. So I'm going to start, and these prices are for the most part. Let's just do an average person. I'll use myself as an example. Okay, so yeah, so for accommodation, it depends on the area and the type of house you're getting. Just as it is everywhere, the area depends the cost that you would be paying for your accommodation. You can get the same type of house in one area cheaper and much more expensive in another area. So it depends. Now let's start from a single room. In Senegal, there are different types of single rooms, depending on where you're living again, as I said. So there are some rooms that do not come with toilets. Those are obviously cheaper. That's the least you can get here in Senegal. Just a room, and then you share the toilets with someone else, which I really do not advise. And the cheapest you can get that is, let's say, if you're living in Dakar, the cheapest you can get that is, let's say, 50,000. You can also get 40,000, but 40,000 CFA. I think $100 is about 58,000 CFA. So convert it yourself. So the cheapest you can get it is for 50,000 CFA per month. But you can get it cheaper in some areas, but they will be very bad. And you might be sharing the toilet with boys, which I do not advise. So that's one. Then another type of room you can get is a room and a toilet in it. Also depends on the area that you're getting the room. You can get that for as low as 70,000 CFA, and it could be small with a small toilet. You can get that for as low as 70,000 CFA. I think I have a video on my room on this channel. If I don't, I'll just make a video of my room. It's really not so big, but I pay 75,000 CFA for it every month, which is around 140 or $130 every month. Now there's something called mini studio here in Senegal. Mini studio is like where you have your room, your kitchen, and your toilet. It can go as low as 90,000 CFA to, let's say, 130, 140, even 150, depending on where you're getting the apartment. Yes. And then there's studio is like where you have your sitting room, your bedroom, your kitchen, and your toilet, and maybe a small yard or balcony, and that can go as high as I think the lowest you can get that now, depending on the area again, is 120, 140, 150. Can go as high as 200. Yes, I've seen some for like 200, depending on where you're getting your accommodate your house, the area. And then there's like one room, no, two bedroom flat, which is like a room, two bedrooms, and a kitchen and toilet, or two bathrooms. That can go like from as low as 150,000 sefa to even 250, depending on where again you're getting from. The most expensive areas to live here in Senegal is obviously Almadi, Mermoz, Liberty 6 Extension. Um, yeah, those are like the most expensive places to live in here in Senegal. Cheap places where you can get cheap accommodation but less security, which I don't advise, are Parcel, Wakam, um, what's that place that's close to town? If I remember, I'll leave it on the screen. I don't forget the name. Um, Yeah, if I remember, I'll leave it on the screen. Yes, and that's that about accommodation. Now let's talk about internet. The cost of internet here in Senegal. Senegal has like fast connection, not as fast as the one I used to use in Russia. That time, if I want to upload my videos, I just upload it, and in like 5 minutes, less than, my videos just go uploaded. But here it takes like 10, 20, 15, 20 minutes to upload. So yeah, but it's quite reliable. So internet, from the cheapest you can get, is 12,000 per month, which is so hard to get these days, and it's not as fast. That's for Wi-Fi I'm talking about. And then there is Wi-Fi for 19,800, which is basically 20,000, which should be around $48 or $50. I'm not so sure. Yeah, per month. And that is fiber optic. That's the one I use. So let's just say 20,000 per month, and you can get for also 39,000, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, I'll put the price, the real cost here. So that's how you pay for internet. And then there's mobile data. Mobile data, you can get a SIM card like Expresso, Orange, Free Mobile, and just subscribe for their monthly plan, which is also fast. But for someone like me that's always online, always on Instagram, always on YouTube, doing one thing or the other, I just advise that you get Wi-Fi. You can get if you live in a shared flat like me, you can get Wi-Fi and just ask your neighbors to contribute money and pay. For me, the Wi-Fi monthly is 19,800, basically 20,000. So I pay 10,000 because the Wi-Fi is in my room, the Wi-Fi box is in my room, and then two of my neighbors, they pay 5,000, which is 10,000, and we add it to it and pay. It's a win-win situation, right? Rather than me paying the whole 20,000. So yeah, now let's talk about transportation. Now transportation in Senegal is not so cheap. It's not so cheap, it's not so expensive. Yeah, so you can get a taxi. It depends on the distance of where you are going to, but the cheapest I think you can pay for taxi is 1,000 CFA MIFRA. Yes, but yesterday, surprisingly, I paid 500 to go to the market yesterday because it's a walking distance, and also I had to use a taxi because it was getting late, and the Senegal was playing football for AFCON yesterday, so it wasn't safe to be out because people would be out jubilating and stuff. So I just had to go to my destination and come back quickly. So I paid 700. Well, usually the cheapest you can pay to get to a destination, let's say for about 10 minutes drive, is 1,000, and then you can go as high as 3,000, 4,000, depending on where you're going to. And there's nothing like Uber or Yandex taxi or Bolt. But recently I've been seeing ad for a transportation app called Yango. I haven't really used it, but there's this Senegalese YouTuber called Sweet Senegal. She made an ad for them, and she said it's really good and affordable. So there's Yango, which is new for transportation. So yeah, that's that about transportation. And there's also bus. The bus system, you pay, the least you can pay is 100 sefa franc to get to somewhere that you might pay 1,000 to get to with taxi. You can pay 100 franc 100 sefa to get there by bus. But the bus, you have to be really careful with your phone, your bag, and it's always crowded, like jam packed with people. They've stolen my phone here almost no 4 times. The fifth time I got it back. So yeah, you just have to be really careful with your phone when you're using the bus. So you guys, the next thing I'm gonna be talking about is feeding. So that really greatly depends on you as a person. How much do you eat in a day? Do you eat out? Do you cook your food? Or basically, as a single, I always say I'll use myself as an example because yes, it's myself that I know the most. So basically, with $100, you should be able to survive as a single person here. $100, like I said, should be around 28,000 sefa. So with that, I say 58,000 sefa. So with that, you should be able to survive in a month. For me, I don't spend up to, okay, it depends on the month and what I am doing. But if it's just on feeding, I don't spend up to 60,000 a month. What am I buying? Like, I do my groceries monthly. I can go to the market or to Ocean and buy stuff for like 40,000. And I cook and even use it for more than a month because I'm just a single person. And sometimes I eat out, but not always. So for feeding, I don't spend up to $100 a month. If it goes above that, it's because maybe I had special occasions. So yeah, it's not so expensive to it's actually expensive considering the average pay here in Senegal, to be honest. By the way, there are some people who spend like a lot because going to the restaurant here, like high-end restaurant here, you can pay for a meal 20,000. So I'm not talking about those people. This is like someone who is starting off with life or someone who just moved and is trying to, budgets. I'm not talking about people who already have their lives together, have money and stuff that can spend like 300,000 in the club or at the club. I don't know. No, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people who just came or people who are hustling and trying to budget. So $100 should be enough for your monthly feeding cost here in Senegal. Let's talk about light and water bill. That is also expensive. They use the prepaid thingy. So when you pay for the lights, you buy the units, the token, yeah, you buy it and you put the number and you use basically, and when it finishes it will signal you. When it's 0000, it goes off, so you have to pay again. But here, since I don't live in my own apartment, I live in a shared apartment. We pay every 2 weeks. We pay 5,000 for every 2 weeks. I only have a fridge and a fan. I used to have a PC, but I don't have that anymore. So yeah, and then my neighbor has like a TV. The other one has an AC. So it depends. You can have many things as you want in your room, but every 2 weeks we pay 5,000, and it differs. There are some people that can pay 5,000 for the month, even with a lot of things. So it differs. But I'll use myself as an example. We pay 5,000 sefa every 2 weeks. So basically, in a month, we pay 10,000 each room, and there are 4 rooms here. There's a fridge in the kitchen. There's microwave in the kitchen. There's a water heater because it's cold right now, so the water heater is always on. Two of my neighbors have TV, two of them have AC, but they don't use them right now, and they have other stuff. I have a fridge also in my room, so yeah, and there's also a fridge in the kitchen. So basically the 4 rooms pay 10,000 every month, so which is like 40,000 sefa a month. If you understand the math. Do you understand the math? I don't know, but that's how much we pay. I don't know about other people's houses, but I know that when I used to live in Northwa, I paid 5,000 sefa a month, which it was because I didn't have anything in my room, to be honest. Yeah, and for water bill comes once in 2 months. Yeah, and it can be as low as 2,000, 3,000 per room. The one that came for us yesterday, I saw the bill was 13,000 something for the 4 rooms, and it was for 2 months. So basically we're going to be paying, if I'm doing the math well, it should be like 3,000 something, which I'm not sure I'm doing the math well, but yeah, the bill came, it was 13,000 something for the 4 rooms, and it's for 2 months. So that's how much we pay for water bill. And I think I've covered everything I wrote down here. If I haven't, I think I've covered everything I wrote down here. If I didn't answer anything you wanted me to answer in this video, please leave it in the comment section. I'll do like a part 2, or you can just send me a DM or on Instagram or an email, and I will respond immediately from my phone. Okay, so yeah, please leave a comment. Like I said at the beginning of this video, don't be somebody who's watching my video and not supporting me in full. Support me in full. Leave a comment, tell me where you're watching from, like, please, I beg. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any other video suggestion that you'd like me to make, tell me in the comment section below, and I will really appreciate that. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time with